Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Why Did I Short series. Unleash your trading instinct. Today, we're going to be talking about Apple, nvidia, Moderna. Moderna. We're going to be looking at these three stocks, but before we get into the charts, let's take a look at our guidelines. So, when we are shorting stocks, we're looking to short stocks at all-time highs, and we're also looking for pivot areas, and we identify them through breakdown candles on various time frames. So, the 15-minute, 5-minute, 1 hour daily chart, we look at those different time frames, and we use these breakdown candles as our line in the sand to manage our risk, which is usually around 0.5% to 1.5%. Definitely go and check out the Gap Trading series. There's a lot of cool information there as well on my channel. So both of these strategies play off each other, and you get to understand how the markets work, how the day trading works on a regular basis, how to manage your risk, how to improve your strategy. It's all there. And if you want more, you could definitely join my Patreon. Links are all in the description below. And remember, this is not financial advice. This is just my trading strategy that I use to pull profits on a regular basis. So let's jump into the charts, shall we? Apple, and what we have here, we do have a morning pivot with a breakdown candle closing. This is a little technical, closing below one of the candles. So let me just show you that. Get my tool here, and let me just show you here. You see this close. This was definitely a signal of a reversal. We closed below. We have a little doji, and that's basically how it shapes up. You have a good upwards thrust in the morning, and usually fast moves, they don't last. Fast moves don't last. And then when you have that doji, then you can anticipate it setting up. And then just so you know, these are all 15-minute candles, but you see that doji, you see it set it up. You have that breakdown candle, because it's a solid close there, right? There's no wick. It's a solid close. It's a breakdown candle. Like this is another breakdown candle. There's no wicks. So it's a way to identify if it's a breakdown candle or not. Obviously, this is 1-2, right? Where price is moving fast. These are break up candles. Again, no wick. They just go up straight, and you can use those to trade. So we're in our short selling strategies, we're using breakdown candles. So this would have been your entry, 146.90. And risking 0.5%, 1%, you're like 70 cents, $1. Your risk would be all the way basically up here, which is like a line that we've predefined in the past. So definitely, if it was going to go past that on a 5-minute, 15-minute candle, 1 hour, you would want to just manually exit your position. Not never, I should say, but I refrain from using stop losses. I just go in and close my position manually because sometimes there's volatility, right? It'll spike through here and then come right back down. Can't happen. Do I want to get stopped out? No, I don't. I'll take the extra hit because most times than not, it actually trades in the direction that you're thinking it's going. There's just volatility there. So then you would have had your exit would have been down here. Obviously, we've been drawing these lines forever. So these are points where we take profit, 145.70, 145.50, roughly around there. And that was your setup today. And this is a nice bearish flag. And just to add, we have a short position from all the way, I think, back here. We shorted it back here. We're still short. It came up here, but we kept it. We were looking for Apple to close above all-time highs before we get out of this short position that we entered over here, because we're looking for it to come back to about 137. That's where my ultimate target for that position. So always keep a little bit of some of my positions to really milk it. And that's what happened. So expect now that we're just fell hard fast here, 8 time off the clock, expect, there's a lot of space here. So expect, definitely another move down here would be 144 and then 142. That's something that we could expect, or we could gap up here and rip. Who knows? We'll have to wait till see what the market presents us tomorrow. Now let's move into Moderna. What do we have here on Moderna? Within the first hour, a breakdown candle. we use the top of this candle as our, and this is also all-time highs as well, right? So if we know that if we start closing 5-minute, 15-minute, 1-hour candles above this line, that is time to go in, click the button, get out. It takes a lot of discipline, but that's what you need to do and need to learn. And that's why it's important to watch these videos over and over again so you see these patterns shape up. So you would have entered, roughly around here, 169. So, a $5 move would be your 1%. Because this is more, this is volatile, I would look for a little bit more than $5. But you could see that you definitely had a $10 move, right? 169 to 157. So you had a nice $10 move. You would have definitely have taken profits there. And part of shorting or trading breakdown candles is when it normally goes and retests these candles, right? So just like here, you're going to see the price come back down here at 411. I guarantee it's going to come down to when? I don't know, but I guarantee that it'll come back down there or close to it in this range, right? But that's for another video. Right now we're focusing on this short, and it came, and then again, you could have entered here because this is the first time that it comes back to this point. Now, if it would have came back here a second time, that's a no-no. You do not short it here, only on the first try, because you will most likely get a pullback before a continuation, right? If it does intend to go higher, so you could get out. And here you've had a, 80, another $10 move here, even more because it just continued for the rest of the day. So this was a nice setup here on Moderna. It's definitely bullish, but at some point we are going to test this 411 because this is, and you can see that this particular area here, if I put my cursor at around 411, it kind of slices right through a lot of this choppiness here. A lot of this stuff. So it's definitely, 411 is definitely an area of support. The first time it comes down here, I will be a buyer. Because if you're trading these if that's the strategy that you're doing, you can do it on the bullish side, but we're leaving the bullish trades for the gap trading series. We're doing the breakdown candles for this short selling series, okay? And those were your two trade setups on Moderna. Now let's go NVIDIA. NVIDIA, again, breakdown candle, right? This was moving hard and fast. So, you may have maybe gotten at 201 or 201.50. And again, $2 would be your, it would be back up here. And this is what is support is now resistance. So, it would have to have closed up, try to close above here for you to manually go in and stop. It can spike through it, right? And then come back down and trade down. That it can do that. But in this case, it just fell right through. And we could see that these are breakdown candles, no wicks, right? This is not a breakdown candle because there are wicks to it. Breakdown candles they're clear. This is another breakdown candle. You could have used this as a stop, right? If it starts closing above it, you could have made a little bit of money there, and you kind of maybe would have, if you would have kept it maybe into some loss, maybe back into some profits, and maybe you're just flat if you were late to the party. But that's how you trade these. So 3 beautiful trade setups on these 3 stocks that we're just following here because they tend to move, dollars at a time. That's what we want. We want dollars when we're trading stocks, and so we can pull these profits. And now we have, a bearish flaggish pattern. And where would the next stop be? Well, the next stop is so it's it's in these $2 to $4, $3 to $4 trading ranges, as you can see. So it would be 194 and then 190. We would also be making a lower high, right? So we are definitely in a consolidation here. We could be making some kind of, if we are going to go higher on this stock, we do need to consolidate for some time. So we may need to be doing this for some time before we end up breaking out. So we will see. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Join my Patreon. There's a lot more information there. You get a lot more attention. See you tomorrow.